Have you ever stopped to consider how connected everything around you truly is? Look up at the night sky and you'll see stars scattered across the vastness of space. But what you might not realize is that those stars, and the galaxies they belong to, are part of something much larger, something invisible yet breathtakingly real. It's a cosmic network, a web of unimaginable scale, threading the universe together in ways we are only beginning to understand. Now zoom in. Think about the tiniest particles, the atoms that make up your body, your desk, the air you breathe. At a microscopic level, they're vibrating, constantly interacting, influenced by forces both visible and invisible. Science tells us that these particles are not isolated. They're connected, often in ways that defy our common understanding of space and time. And then there's us, humans, walking, thinking, dreaming beings. Each of us, a collection of cells, molecules, and atoms tied to the universe in ways that science is still unraveling. We share more with the stars than you might think. And yet in our daily lives, we rarely pause to appreciate this connection. But what does it mean to be connected? Is it simply about physical forces? Or does it point to something deeper, something that we, as conscious beings, feel but cannot always explain? Take a moment to imagine the threads of a spider's web. Delicate and intricate, each strand depends on the others to create a structure strong enough to endure. If one thread breaks, the whole web shifts, adjusts, and adapts. Now imagine that on a cosmic scale. Everything in the universe, every star, every planet, every atom, connected by invisible threads that stretch across the vastness of space and time. It's humbling, isn't it? To think that something as small as a grain of sand and as massive as a galaxy are somehow linked, part of a single unified system. Yet this idea isn't just poetic, it's supported by science. From the gravitational pull that binds galaxies to the subtle forces that guide particles at the quantum level, the universe operates through relationships, through connections. And it's not just out there in the cosmos. These connections play out here on Earth in our lives in ways we often overlook. Think of the butterfly effect, the idea that a butterfly flapping its wings in one part of the world could set off a chain of events leading to a storm on the other side. It's a poetic metaphor, sure, but it captures the essence of a profound truth. The actions of one small part can ripple through the whole. Why does this matter? Why should we care about the interconnectedness of the universe? Well, for one, it changes the way we see ourselves. It shifts our perspective from one of separateness to one of unity. Instead of seeing ourselves as isolated individuals, it reminds us that we are part of a much larger story. Think about your daily life, the people you interact with, the decisions you make, the way you experience the world. Each of these is influenced by countless factors, seen and unseen. A kind word from a stranger might brighten your day, setting off a cascade of positive actions. A decision you make today could impact someone on the other side of the globe years from now. And it's not just people. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the ground you walk on, they're all part of this interconnected system. A tree in the Amazon rainforest is connected to a glacier in Antarctica through the intricate balance of Earth's climate. A dying star millions of light years away might be responsible for the atoms that make up your body. These connections are everywhere, but we often take them for granted. We move through life focused on the immediate, the tangible, the here and now. But every so often, something breaks through, an experience, a discovery, a moment of clarity, and reminds us of the bigger picture. Have you ever felt a moment of unexplainable synchronicity where everything just seems to align perfectly? Perhaps you thought of someone and they called you out of the blue. Or maybe you stumbled upon the exact information you needed at the precise moment you needed it. These moments might feel like coincidences, but they hint at something deeper, a hidden pattern, a subtle dance of connection that we're only dimly aware of. Science and spirituality have long tried to explain these phenomena, whether through the lens of quantum mechanics or the teachings of ancient philosophies. There's a shared recognition that the universe operates on principles far more intricate than we can comprehend. It's as though the universe is alive, responding, adapting, and interacting in ways that are both awe-inspiring and deeply mysterious. And then there's us, the observers. We're not just passive participants in this grand dance, we're active contributors. Our thoughts, our choices, our actions, they all play a role in shaping the web of connections that define our world. It's a humbling and empowering realization, one that challenges us to rethink our place in the universe. Of course, with all this talk of connection, it's natural to wonder, what's the purpose? Why does the universe operate this way? Are these connections random, or do they point to something intentional, something meaningful? These are big questions that have been debated by philosophers, scientists, and theologians for centuries. And while we may not have definitive answers, the act of asking is itself a testament to our nature as curious, conscious beings. What's fascinating is that the more we explore, the more we discover that connection isn't just a feature of the universe, it's the very fabric of existence. From the largest cosmic structures to the smallest particles, everything is intertwined, part of a single unified reality. And yet, for all our understanding, the mystery remains. There's so much we don't know, so much we can't explain. But maybe that's the beauty of it. The mystery invites us to keep questioning, keep exploring, keep seeking. It's a reminder that the journey is as important as the destination. So, as we embark on this exploration of interconnectedness, let's keep that sense of wonder alive. Let's embrace the mystery, the complexity, the beauty of a universe that defies easy explanation. And let's remember that we too are part of this grand cosmic web, a thread in the intricate tapestry of existence. Whether you're here out of curiosity, a thirst for knowledge, or a sense of awe, one thing is certain: the universe is full of surprises. And as we continue to unravel its mysteries, one connection at a time, we are reminded of just how extraordinary this journey truly is. Welcome to the journey. Let's begin. When we gaze up at the night sky, it's easy to marvel at the beauty of individual stars, the brilliance of planets, or the milky glow of distant galaxies. Yet what we see is only the tip of the cosmic iceberg. Beneath this celestial showcase lies an intricate hidden structure that binds the universe together, a vast and mysterious network known as the Cosmic Web. This web is not made of silk or string, but of something far more elusive: dark matter and dark energy. Together they weave a fabric that shapes the universe at every scale, from the formation of galaxies to the immense voids that punctuate the cosmos. In this chapter, we'll delve into the remarkable architecture of the cosmic web, uncovering the role of dark matter and the forces that sculpt the universe into the breathtaking structure we inhabit. Imagine for a moment a spider's web glistening with dew in the morning light. Each thread is delicate yet purposeful, stretching to connect one anchor point to another. Now scale that image up by billions of light years, and you might begin to grasp the grandeur of the cosmic web. At its core, the cosmic web is a network of filaments, long, thread-like structures composed primarily of dark matter. These filaments are interspersed with vast voids, regions where matter is scarce, almost eerily empty. Galaxies, including our own Milky Way, are not randomly scattered across the universe. Instead, they cluster along these filaments like pearls strung along invisible threads. This structure wasn't always so intricate. In the earliest moments of the universe, just after the Big Bang, matter was distributed almost uniformly, like a smooth soup. Tiny fluctuations in density, quantum ripples frozen in time, served as the seeds for the cosmic web. Over billions of years, these tiny imperfections grew under the influence of gravity, eventually forming the interconnected network we see today. But what holds this web together? To answer this, we must turn to one of the universe's most enigmatic components: dark matter. Dark matter is unlike anything we encounter in our everyday lives. It neither emits nor absorbs light, making it invisible to even the most sophisticated telescopes. Yet, its presence can be inferred through its gravitational influence. Without dark matter, the cosmic web as we know it would not exist. Astronomers first suspected the existence of dark matter when they observed galaxies rotating in ways that defied the known laws of physics. Stars on the outer edges of galaxies were moving far faster than they should have, given the amount of visible matter present. Something unseen, something massive, was exerting additional gravitational pull. Dark matter acts as the scaffolding of the universe. It forms the backbone of the cosmic web, creating gravitational wells where ordinary matter, gas, dust, and stars can accumulate. Without this invisible framework, galaxies and galaxy clusters would not have the gravitational support needed to form and persist. How do we study something we cannot see? Scientists have developed ingenious methods to map the cosmic web using the gravitational effects of dark matter. One of the most powerful tools is a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing. Gravitational lensing occurs when the gravity of a massive object, such as a galaxy cluster, bends the light of more distant objects behind it. By analyzing these distortions, astronomers can infer the presence and distribution of dark matter. Using these techniques, scientists have created detailed maps of the cosmic web. These maps reveal a universe that is both orderly and chaotic, with filaments stretching millions of light years and dense nodes where galaxy clusters reside. Between these filaments lie immense voids, regions so empty they challenge our understanding of how such stark contrasts can exist. The cosmic web is not static. It is a living, evolving structure, constantly reshaped by the interplay of gravity, dark energy, and the expansion of the universe. Gravity pulls matter together, drawing galaxies along the filaments of the web toward dense clusters. At the same time, dark energy, the mysterious force driving the accelerated expansion of the universe, pushes against gravity, stretching the web and widening the voids. This cosmic tug-of-war creates a dynamic, ever-changing network. Interestingly, the expansion of the universe affects not just the scale of the cosmic web, but also its appearance. Over time, as galaxies migrate along the filaments and clusters grow, the web becomes more pronounced. Simulations of the universe's future suggest that this process will continue, with filaments becoming even more distinct and voids growing larger and more isolated. While the cosmic web provides the framework, galaxies are the jewels that adorn it. These galaxies form primarily along the filaments, where the density of matter is high enough for gas to cool and condense into stars. Galaxy clusters, some containing thousands of galaxies, reside at the intersections of filaments, known as nodes. These nodes act as cosmic crossroads, where filaments converge and the gravitational forces are immense. Interestingly, the environment of a galaxy within the cosmic web can significantly influence its evolution. Galaxies in dense clusters are more likely to interact, merge, or be stripped of their gas, leading to differences in star formation rates compared to galaxies in less crowded regions. While the filaments and nodes of the cosmic web are teeming with galaxies, the voids between them are strikingly empty. These voids are not entirely devoid of matter, but they contain far less than the filaments and clusters. Voids are fascinating in their own right. They represent the areas where the universe's expansion has pushed matter away, leaving behind regions of near-nothingness. Studying these voids offers unique insights into the nature of dark energy and the forces shaping the universe. Despite their emptiness, voids are not without structure. They contain faint traces of gas and small galaxies, often referred to as cosmic dust bunnies. These sparse regions are a reminder that even in apparent emptiness, the universe maintains its interconnectedness. One of the most remarkable aspects of the cosmic web is its ability to act as a time machine. The light we see from distant galaxies has traveled for billions of years, giving us a glimpse into the universe's past. By studying the distribution of galaxies and the structure of the web at different epochs, scientists can trace the evolution of the cosmos. Simulations and observations have revealed that the cosmic web has been growing more intricate over time. In the early universe, it was a more diffuse and less organized network. Over billions of years, gravity has amplified its structure, creating the filaments, nodes, and voids we see today. Beyond the scientific details, the cosmic web invites us to reflect on our place in the universe. This vast, interconnected structure reminds us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. The atoms in our bodies were forged in the hearts of stars, which formed along the filaments of the cosmic web. The very fabric of our existence is tied to this grand structure, making us not just observers of the universe, but participants in its story. The cosmic web is a testament to the unity of the cosmos, a reminder that even in the vastness of space, everything is connected. As we continue to unravel its mysteries, we gain not only a deeper understanding of the universe, but also a profound sense of awe and wonder at the intricate dance of existence. With every discovery, the cosmic web reveals new layers of complexity, reminding us that the universe is far richer and more interconnected than we ever imagined. It is a story that stretches across time and space, one that we are privileged to explore and share. Imagine two particles separated by distance so vast that it defies comprehension, perhaps one on Earth and the other on the far side of the galaxy. Now imagine that these particles are somehow linked, such that a change in one instantaneously affects the other, no matter how far apart they are. It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Yet this is the bizarre reality of quantum entanglement, a phenomenon so strange that even Einstein referred to it as spooky action at a distance. Quantum entanglement challenges our understanding of space, time, and reality itself. It suggests that the universe is far more interconnected than classical physics would have us believe. Now we will explore the mechanics of entanglement, its implications for our understanding of the cosmos, and the profound philosophical questions it raises about the nature of existence. To understand quantum entanglement, we must first take a journey into the world of quantum mechanics, the science of the very small. At this microscopic scale, particles like electrons and photons don't behave in ways that align with our everyday experiences. They exist in states of probability, like they are undecided about their properties until observed. Entanglement begins when two particles interact in a way that their quantum states become intertwined. Imagine you have a pair of particles, like twins born from the same quantum event. Once entangled, their properties are linked in such a way that measuring one particle's state instantly reveals the state of the other, regardless of the distance between them. What's astonishing is that this connection doesn't weaken with distance. Whether the particles are separated by a few millimeters or light years, their link remains instantaneous. This defies the speed limit of the universe. Nothing is supposed to travel faster than the speed of light. And yet, quantum entanglement seems to transcend this rule, pointing to a hidden layer of reality that operates beyond the constraints of space-time. Quantum entanglement first came to light in the 1930s, when Albert Einstein, Boris Podolsky, and Nathan Rosen proposed what became known as the EPR paradox. They sought to challenge the completeness of quantum mechanics, arguing that the theory must be missing something, a set of hidden variables that would restore order to its apparent randomness. Einstein was deeply uncomfortable with the idea of entanglement. The notion that particles could influence one another instantaneously across vast distances seemed to violate the principle of locality, the idea that objects are only influenced by their immediate surroundings. For Einstein, this spooky action at a distance was unacceptable. However, in the decades that followed, experimental evidence began to favor the reality of entanglement. Physicists like John Bell developed mathematical frameworks, such as Bell's theorem, that allowed researchers to test whether hidden variables could explain quantum phenomena. The results consistently showed that no hidden variables could account for the behavior of entangled particles. Quantum mechanics, strange as it seemed, was correct. At the heart of quantum entanglement lies a concept known as superposition. Before a particle is observed, it exists in a state of probabilities, a superposition of all possible outcomes. When two particles become entangled, their superpositions become linked. For example, imagine two entangled particles that can spin either clockwise or counterclockwise. While in superposition, neither particle has a defined spin. Instead, their spins are correlated. If you measure one particle and find it spinning clockwise, the other particle will instantly decide to spin counterclockwise, and vice versa. This instantaneous connection is what makes entanglement so mysterious. It suggests that information is somehow shared between the particles faster than the speed of light. But how? Scientists are still grappling with this question, and it remains one of the most profound mysteries in physics. Quantum entanglement doesn't just challenge our understanding of physics, it forces us to reconsider the nature of reality itself. In classical physics, the universe is like a clockwork machine, where objects have definite properties and follow predictable paths. But in the quantum world, particles don't have definite properties until they are observed. Entanglement adds another layer of strangeness. It suggests that particles are not isolated entities, but are fundamentally connected, even across vast distances. This interconnectedness has led some physicists and philosophers to propose that the universe is less like a collection of individual objects and more like a single unified system. In this view, entanglement is not a quirk of quantum mechanics, but a fundamental feature of reality, a hidden communication network that binds the universe together. Over the years, scientists have conducted numerous experiments to explore and confirm the reality of quantum entanglement. One of the most famous was the aspect experiment in the 1980s, where researchers used pairs of entangled photons to test Bell's theorem. The results showed that the behavior of the photons could not be explained by hidden variables, providing strong evidence for the reality of entanglement. More recently, advances in technology have allowed for increasingly sophisticated experiments. In 2017, Chinese scientists achieved a groundbreaking milestone by using a satellite to establish entanglement between particles over a distance of more than 200 kilometers. This demonstrated not only the robustness of entanglement, but also its potential for practical applications, such as quantum communication and cryptography. One of the most exciting applications of quantum entanglement is its potential to revolutionize communication. Because entangled particles are instantaneously connected, they could be used to transmit information in ways that are fundamentally different from classical communication methods. In a traditional communication system, information is encoded in signals, like radio waves or light pulses, that travel from one point to another. These signals are subject to interference, delays, and potential interception. Quantum communication, on the other hand, relies on entanglement to share information instantly and securely. A technology known as quantum teleportation has already demonstrated the ability to transmit the state of a particle from one location to another using entanglement. While this doesn't involve the physical transfer of matter, it represents a profound shift in how we think about transmitting information. Quantum entanglement isn't just a curiosity of the microscopic world. It may have profound implications for our understanding of the cosmos. For instance, some scientists have proposed that entanglement could play a role in the fabric of space-time itself. Theoretical physicist Juan Maldacena has suggested that the geometry of space-time, particularly the connections between distant regions, might be described by entangled quantum states. This idea, known as the ER-EPR conjecture, proposes a deep link between entanglement, EPR, and wormholes, Einstein-Rosen bridges. If true, this would mean that entanglement is not just a feature of quantum mechanics, but a fundamental aspect of the universe's structure. It could provide a bridge between the macroscopic world of general relativity and the microscopic world of quantum mechanics, two theories that have long resisted unification. Beyond its scientific implications, quantum entanglement raises profound philosophical questions. What does it mean to say that two particles are connected? Does entanglement imply that space and time as we understand them are illusions? Some interpretations of quantum mechanics suggest that entanglement points to a deeper, non-local reality where the distinctions between objects and events blur. In this view, the universe is not a collection of separate entities, but a single, interconnected whole. This idea resonates with ancient philosophical and spiritual traditions that emphasize unity and interconnection. It's as if science, in its quest to understand the universe, is rediscovering truths that have been contemplated for millennia. Quantum entanglement is a doorway to the unknown. It challenges our assumptions, expands our horizons, and invites us to think in new and radical ways. As we continue to explore this phenomenon, we are reminded of how much we have yet to learn about the universe. Entanglement is not just a scientific curiosity, it's a testament to the profound mystery of existence, a reminder that the universe is far stranger and more wondrous than we can imagine. In unraveling the secrets of entanglement, we are not only deepening our understanding of the quantum world, but also opening new pathways to explore the very nature of reality itself. Imagine a butterfly, its wings brushing the air in a serene meadow. The movement is so subtle, so seemingly inconsequential, that it barely stirs the grass nearby. Yet this minute disturbance sends ripples through the atmosphere, cascading into an intricate web of air currents. Weeks later, thousands of miles away, this tiny event contributes to the formation of a storm. This evocative metaphor lies at the heart of the butterfly effect, a concept in chaos theory that illustrates how small changes in initial conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes. While it originated in the realm of mathematics and meteorology, the butterfly effect has profound implications across physics, biology, social systems, and even philosophy. In this chapter, we will dive deep into the mechanics of the butterfly effect, explore its scientific and philosophical significance, and uncover how it reveals the interconnectedness of our universe. The butterfly effect was first articulated by Edward Lorenz, a meteorologist and mathematician, in the early 1960s. Lorenz was studying weather systems and sought to create a mathematical model to predict atmospheric conditions. In one experiment, he inputted data into his computer with slight rounding, a difference so small it seemed negligible. To his astonishment, the resulting weather predictions diverged drastically from his original data. This led to Lorenz's groundbreaking realization: even infinitesimal changes in initial conditions could lead to vastly different outcomes in complex systems. He summarized this phenomenon with the metaphor of a butterfly flapping its wings in Brazil and triggering a tornado in Texas. Lorenz's discovery shattered the illusion of predictability in certain systems. It revealed that even in a deterministic framework, where outcomes follow laws of cause and effect, long-term predictions become impossible due to the sensitivity of these systems to their starting conditions. The butterfly effect is a cornerstone of chaos theory, a branch of mathematics that examines systems governed by nonlinear dynamics. Unlike linear systems, where changes in input lead to proportional changes in output, nonlinear systems behave unpredictably, with small inputs often producing outsized effects. Weather is a prime example of a chaotic system. While meteorologists can make short-term forecasts with remarkable accuracy, predicting the weather weeks or months into the future becomes a near impossible task. The atmosphere is so sensitive to minor fluctuations, like a butterfly's wing beat, that these small changes compound over time, creating a cascade of unpredictability. But the butterfly effect extends far beyond meteorology. It applies to any system where multiple variables interact in complex ways, from ecosystems and economies to human behavior, and even the trajectory of evolution. Nature is a vast network of interconnected systems, and the butterfly effect plays a pivotal role in shaping its dynamics. Consider ecosystems, where seemingly minor changes can have far-reaching consequences. Take, for instance, the story of wolves in Yellowstone National Park. In the early 20th century, wolves were eradicated from the park, causing a chain reaction in the ecosystem. Without wolves to prey on them, deer populations exploded, leading to overgrazing and the degradation of vegetation. This, in turn, affected other species, from birds to beavers, and even altered the flow of rivers due to soil erosion. When wolves were reintroduced decades later, the ecosystem began to recover. This phenomenon, known as a trophic cascade, illustrates how the removal or addition of a single species can ripple through an entire ecosystem, reshaping it in profound ways. Similarly, the butterfly effect is evident in evolutionary biology. Tiny genetic mutations, often random and seemingly inconsequential, can drive significant evolutionary changes over millennia. The diversity of life on Earth is, in many ways, a testament to the power of small causes leading to big consequences. The butterfly effect isn't confined to the natural world. It also manifests in human systems, from history and politics to economics and culture. History is rife with examples of small events triggering massive consequences. Consider the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914, an event that seemed localized and contained at the time. Yet, this single act set off a chain of alliances, rivalries, and miscalculations that spiraled into World War I, reshaping the political landscape of the 20th century. In economics, the interconnectedness of global markets often amplifies the butterfly effect. A minor disruption in one part of the world, such as a drought in a key agricultural region, can cascade through supply chains, affecting prices and economies worldwide. On a personal level, the butterfly effect can be seen in the seemingly trivial choices we make every day. A chance encounter, a fleeting decision, or even a kind word can set off a series of events that profoundly alter the course of our lives. The butterfly effect forces us to confront profound philosophical questions about causality, free will, and the nature of reality. If small causes can lead to big consequences, how much control do we truly have over the outcomes of our actions? In some ways, the butterfly effect challenges the notion of determinism, the idea that every event is the inevitable result of preceding causes. While chaos theory operates within a deterministic framework, the sensitivity of chaotic systems to initial conditions creates a sense of unpredictability that borders on randomness. This has led some to view the butterfly effect as a metaphor for the interconnectedness of all things. It suggests that no action is truly isolated, and that the ripple effects of our choices extend far beyond what we can perceive. In the modern era, the butterfly effect has taken on new dimensions, amplified by technology and globalization. The rise of social media, for example, has created a digital landscape where small actions, like a single tweet or post, can spark global movements, influence elections, or alter public discourse. This interconnectedness also means that our actions carry greater weight. In a globalized world, a decision made in one country can have far-reaching consequences for people and ecosystems on the other side of the planet. At the same time, technology offers new opportunities to understand and mitigate the butterfly effect. Advances in data analysis, artificial intelligence, and predictive modeling are helping scientists and policymakers anticipate and respond to the ripple effects of small changes in complex systems. While the butterfly effect highlights the unpredictability of complex systems, it also offers a sense of empowerment. If small actions can lead to big consequences, then our choices, no matter how insignificant they seem, have the potential to create meaningful change. This is particularly true in the context of social and environmental challenges. A single individual may feel powerless in the face of global issues like climate change or inequality. But the butterfly effect reminds us that small actions, like reducing waste, supporting local initiatives, or raising awareness, can ripple outward, inspiring others and contributing to broader systemic change. Similarly, in our personal lives, the butterfly effect encourages us to be mindful of the choices we make and the connections we foster. A single act of kindness, a moment of courage, or a creative idea can set off a chain reaction that transforms lives in ways we may never fully understand. At its core, the butterfly effect is a testament to the interconnectedness of our universe. It reveals that nothing exists in isolation, and that even the smallest actions have the power to shape the world in profound ways. This interconnectedness is both humbling and inspiring. It reminds us that we are part of a vast, intricate web of relationships and influences, a web where every thread matters, no matter how small. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, the butterfly effect serves as a powerful reminder of the beauty and complexity of existence. It challenges us to embrace uncertainty, cherish our connections, and recognize the profound impact of our choices, no matter how seemingly insignificant they may be. In the grand tapestry of the cosmos, even the flutter of a butterfly's wings can leave an indelible mark. As we journey through the universe, unraveling its mysteries and marveling at its grand interconnectedness, we inevitably arrive at a profound question. Where do we, as humans, fit into this vast cosmic web? We live on a tiny blue planet, orbiting an unassuming star in an unremarkable corner of the Milky Way galaxy. And yet, humanity is a testament to the complexity and beauty of the universe. We are not merely observers of this interconnected web of existence, we are active participants. Our thoughts, choices, and actions ripple through the fabric of the cosmos, leaving an indelible mark. This chapter explores the intricate ways in which humanity connects to the larger universe. It delves into the impact of our actions, the symbiosis between humans and the natural world, and the profound responsibility that comes with understanding our place in this web of life. The cosmic web is not just something we observe in the galaxies, stars, and dark matter, it's within us too. At the most fundamental level, the atoms that make up our bodies were forged in the hearts of ancient stars. Carl Sagan famously said, "We are made of star stuff," and this poetic truth underscores our intimate connection to the universe. Our very existence is a testament to the interconnectedness of all things. The oxygen we breathe comes from photosynthesizing plants and phytoplankton. The food we consume is a product of the Earth's soil, water, and sunlight. Even the complex ecosystems in our gut, populated by trillions of microorganisms, are a microcosm of symbiotic relationships. This interconnectedness extends to our minds. Neuroscientists have shown that human brains are wired for connection, with mirror neurons enabling us to empathize and understand each other. When we interact, whether through words, gestures, or shared experiences, we weave invisible threads of connection that bind us together. While we are an integral part of the natural world, humanity's impact on Earth has been profound, for better or worse. The Anthropocene, the current geological epoch defined by human influence, serves as a stark reminder of our power to shape the planet. Our actions ripple across ecosystems in ways that echo the butterfly effect. A factory releasing pollutants into a river doesn't just affect the local water supply. It impacts the plants and animals that depend on the river, the people who live downstream, and even the ocean into which the river eventually flows. Climate change is perhaps the most visible manifestation of our interconnectedness with the planet. Greenhouse gases emitted in one part of the world contribute to rising temperatures, melting glaciers, and extreme weather events globally. The choices we make, what we consume, how we travel, and how we produce energy send ripples across the entire biosphere. Humanity's interconnectedness isn't limited to the environment. It extends to our social and economic systems. Globalization has created a network where actions in one corner of the world can have far-reaching consequences. A technological breakthrough in one country can revolutionize industries worldwide, while an economic crisis in another can send shockwaves through global markets. Cultural exchange, facilitated by advances in communication, has enriched our understanding of each other. Art, literature, and ideas flow across borders, weaving a tapestry of shared human experience. Yet this interconnectedness also comes with challenges, such as the spread of misinformation or the exacerbation of inequalities. Humanity's role in the cosmic web is unique in that we possess the ability to reflect on our impact and consciously shape it. Unlike other species, we have the power to alter ecosystems on a global scale, but with this power comes responsibility. Throughout history, indigenous cultures have understood the importance of living in harmony with the natural world. They recognize that humanity is not separate from nature but deeply embedded within it. These cultures often emphasize reciprocity, taking from the earth only what is needed and giving back in ways that sustain the balance of life. Modern science is beginning to echo this wisdom. Research in ecology and conservation biology highlights the importance of biodiversity, healthy ecosystems, and sustainable practices. From reforestation efforts to renewable energy initiatives, humanity is learning to align its actions with the principles of the natural world. Understanding our place in the cosmic web raises ethical questions about how we interact with other life forms. If every species plays a role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem, what responsibilities do we have toward them? The concept of stewardship, the idea that humans are caretakers of the earth, challenges us to think beyond short-term gains and consider the long-term health of the planet. It asks us to extend our empathy to future generations and other species, recognizing that their well-being is intricately tied to our own. One of the most striking aspects of humanity's role in the cosmic web is the power of collective action. When individuals come together with a shared purpose, the impact can be extraordinary. Throughout history, social movements have demonstrated how interconnected we are as a species. The civil rights movement, women's suffrage, and environmental activism are all examples of how a small group of individuals, united by a common vision, can create ripples that transform societies. In the digital age, this phenomenon has been amplified. Social media platforms allow ideas to spread at unprecedented speeds, enabling movements to gain momentum and reach a global audience. While this interconnectedness can be a double-edged sword, it also holds immense potential for positive change. Advances in technology have expanded humanity's ability to connect and collaborate. From artificial intelligence to blockchain, these innovations are creating new ways for people to work together, share resources, and solve complex problems. However, technology also raises questions about the nature of human connection. As we become increasingly reliant on digital communication, how do we ensure that these connections remain meaningful and authentic? The cosmic web is not just shaped by large-scale phenomena, it is also influenced by the choices of individuals. Every action we take, no matter how small, contributes to the larger system. Kindness is a powerful example of how individual actions can create ripples. A single act of generosity can inspire others, setting off a chain reaction that spreads positivity through communities and beyond. Awareness is the first step toward meaningful action. By understanding the interconnectedness of our world, we can make choices that align with our values and contribute to the greater good. Whether it's reducing waste, supporting ethical businesses, or advocating for social justice, our actions have the potential to create ripples that resonate far beyond our immediate sphere. As we stand on the cusp of unprecedented challenges and opportunities, humanity's role in the cosmic web has never been more critical. Our actions will shape the trajectory of life on Earth and potentially beyond. The interconnectedness of the universe is both a gift and a responsibility. It reminds us that we are not isolated beings, but part of a larger whole. By embracing this perspective, we can move toward a future that honors the intricate web of life, fosters empathy and collaboration, and leaves a legacy of hope for generations to come. In the end, our place in the cosmic web is not defined by what we take from the universe, but by what we give back. As we reach the end of this journey, let's pause to reflect on the remarkable odyssey we've taken together. Through the depths of science, philosophy, and human experience, we've explored the profound interconnectedness that weaves through every fiber of existence. It's a journey that not only expands our understanding of the universe, but also deepens our appreciation for the role we play within it. When we gaze into the night sky, seeing stars that may no longer exist, we're reminded that the light we see is a connection through time and space. Similarly, the connections we form, be they with people, ideas, or the environment, carry echoes that reverberate long after the moment has passed. The ripples of our actions, thoughts, and emotions are part of this grand cosmic web. But this isn't just about awe and wonder. Understanding our place in the cosmic web brings with it a profound responsibility. Just as galaxies are held together by gravity and ecosystems thrive through balance, humanity's role is to nurture and sustain the threads that bind us to one another and to the universe at large. Throughout this exploration, we've seen how small actions can have massive consequences, how science reveals truths stranger than fiction, and how humanity is both a product and a participant in the great cosmic dance. These revelations aren't just intellectual curiosities, they're calls to action. The cosmic web is alive in every choice we make. Whether it's the food we eat, the energy we consume, or the way we treat one another, every decision sends ripples outward. In a world where individual actions can amplify across systems, we have the power to create waves of positive change. Imagine if every person acted with the awareness that their choices impact not just their immediate surroundings, but the entire network of existence. What kind of world could we create if we embraced kindness, sustainability, and a shared sense of purpose? The possibilities are endless, and the responsibility is ours. This journey isn't just about understanding the threads of the universe. It's about strengthening the threads that connect us as a species. It's about recognizing that we're not alone in this vast expanse, that our lives are interwoven with the lives of others, and that every thread in the cosmic tapestry matters. The connections we make today, through our words, our actions, and our shared experiences, will shape the future. By fostering empathy and collaboration, by embracing diversity and inclusion, and by seeking to understand rather than to divide, we can create a world that reflects the beauty of the universe itself. Every like, every comment, every share of this video is a small yet significant thread in that larger web. When you engage with this content, you're not just supporting a channel, you're participating in a conversation about what it means to be part of something greater than ourselves. Before we part ways, I'd like to invite you to be an active part of this journey. Here on the Storyteller Panda, we're not just about sharing knowledge. We're about building a community of curious minds, thoughtful souls, and passionate explorers. If this video resonated with you, if it made you pause and think about your place in the universe, I encourage you to like this video. It's a small action, but it tells us that the content we're creating matters to you. Hit that subscribe button to join our growing community. By subscribing, you're not just keeping up with new videos. You're becoming part of a network of people who share a love for learning and a desire to delve into life's deepest questions. And most importantly, we want to hear from you. What did you take away from this journey? Was there a particular idea or insight that struck a chord with you? Do you see the interconnectedness of the universe differently now? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspectives, questions, and ideas are the lifeblood of this channel. As you move forward, I hope you carry the insights from this video into your everyday life. Remember that you are part of something far greater than yourself. The choices you make today, however small, contribute to the tapestry of the universe. Every interaction you have, every act of kindness, every moment of understanding adds another thread to the web. Together, we can create a legacy of connection, one that honors the intricate and beautiful system we are all a part of. So, as we bring this chapter to a close, I leave you with this. The universe is vast, mysterious, and interconnected. You are not an isolated fragment. You are a vital thread in the grand design. Embrace that truth, nurture those connections, and remember that every action, no matter how small, has the potential to create waves that reach far beyond what you can imagine. Thank you for being here, for exploring these ideas with me, and for contributing to this growing community. This journey is only possible because of you, your curiosity, your engagement, and your willingness to look beyond the surface. Let's keep the conversation going. Share this video with someone who might find it meaningful. Spread the ideas, expand the web, and let's continue to explore the mysteries of existence together. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and remember, you are an essential part of the story of the universe. Keep asking questions, keep seeking answers, and keep weaving the threads of connection. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video right here on the Storyteller Panda.